My name is Emma. I'm 29 years old, and I've spent most of my life wondering about a single what if. What if I had sent that letter? The letter I wrote when I was 21, sitting in my small college dorm room, pouring my heart out to the only man I ever truly loved, Liam. I never sent it. I kept it hidden, locked away with my feelings. And for 8 long years, I've carried that silence like a secret weight on my soul. Today, I found that letter again. And something inside me whispers, it's not too late. Emma is cleaning her old desk on a quiet Sunday afternoon. The room is filled with dust and old books. As she opens the last drawer, she sees an old envelope with her handwriting on it. Her hands freeze. The name on the letter is Liam. Her heart starts beating fast. She slowly sits on the floor and opens the letter. The letter is full of her feelings, written 8 years ago when she was in college. She wrote about how much she loved him, how she dreamed of being with him. But she never sent it. A tear falls on the paper as Emma whispers to herself, "Why didn't I send this?" Holding the letter, she feels like time has stopped. All the memories of college come back, late-night talks, laughter, and those moments when she wished he would hold her hand. She closes her eyes and wonders, what if I had sent this letter? Would my life be different today? Emma holds the letter close and leans back against the wall. Her mind starts traveling to the past. 8 years ago, her college life. She remembers sitting in the library with Liam, laughing over silly jokes. He was always there for her, helping her with studies, listening to her dreams. She sees herself walking with him across the green campus, the autumn leaves falling around them. Every time he smiled, her heart would race. But she never said anything. She was afraid to lose him as a friend. Emma remembers the night she wrote this letter. It was after Liam helped her prepare for an important exam. She came back to her dorm room, her heart full of love. She sat by the window, looking at the stars, and wrote every feeling down on paper. She wanted to tell him everything, but fear stopped her. Now, sitting in her old room with that same letter in her hand, Emma feels the same ache in her heart. She whispers to herself, "I loved you, Liam. I still do." Emma's eyes fill with tears as another memory comes back. The day she almost told Liam the truth. It was the last week of college. Everyone was excited about graduation. Emma had decided that this was the perfect time to give him the letter and finally tell him how she felt. She wore her favorite blue dress that day, the one Liam once said looked nice on her. She held the letter in her hand as she walked across the campus to find him. Her heart was beating so fast she could hear it. Finally, she saw him standing near the fountain, laughing with someone. But when Emma walked closer, she saw a girl next to him. The girl was holding his arm, and Liam looked happy. Emma's smile faded. She froze in her steps. He likes her, Emma thought, feeling her chest tighten. In that moment, her courage disappeared. She quietly put the letter back in her bag and turned away. She never gave it to him. She never said the words. That was the day Emma decided to hide her feelings forever. But now, as she looks at the letter in her hands 8 years later, she whispers, "Maybe I was wrong." Emma sits on her bed, holding the letter like a piece of her heart. The sun is setting outside her window, painting the room in soft orange light. She keeps reading the same lines over and over, feeling the pain of what could have been. 8 years have passed. Emma is 29 now, working in an office job, living an ordinary life. But inside, there is an emptiness she never understood until today. That emptiness has a name: Liam. She picks up her phone and searches his name on social media. Her hands shake as she types. What if he's married? What if he has kids? Her heart pounds as the screen loads. Then she sees his profile. Liam Parker. Same warm smile, same kind eyes. She scrolls through his pictures. No wedding ring. No wife. No kids. Emma's breath catches. He's still single, she whispers. Her mind races. All these years, and he's still out there living his life. A crazy thought enters her head. What if I send this letter now? For the first time in years, Emma feels hope. But along with hope comes fear. What if he doesn't remember her? What if he laughs at her feelings? She hugs the letter to her chest and whispers, "What do I have to lose?" Emma sits in silence for a long time, staring at the letter in her hands. Her heart is full of emotions: fear, hope, love, and something new: courage. For 8 years, she has been wondering what life would have been like if she had sent this letter. Tonight, she decides to find out. She packs an overnight bag and keeps the letter safely inside her purse. Her hands are still shaking, but her decision feels strong. She opens her phone again, searches for Liam's location, and finds out that he lives in a nearby city, just 2 hours away. It's already evening, but Emma doesn't care. She grabs her car keys, takes a deep breath, and whispers, "This is it." Her heart races as she starts the engine and drives away. The city lights blur outside the car window as her thoughts run wild. What will I say when I see him? Will he even remember me? Will he think I'm crazy? She wonders, gripping the steering wheel tightly. But then she looks at the letter again, lying on the passenger seat, and smiles softly. No matter what happens, at least I'll know I tried. Emma drives into the night with her heart pounding and hope burning like a small flame inside her. Emma's car stops outside a cozy cafe in the city. She saw on Liam's profile that this is his favorite place, and luckily he is there tonight. She checked his latest post. Her hands are cold as she steps inside the cafe. The smell of coffee fills the air, and soft music plays in the background. She looks around nervously, and then she sees him. Liam is sitting by the window, reading a book, looking just like she remembered, calm, warm, and handsome. Her heart skips a beat. For a moment, Emma feels like that shy college girl again. Slowly she walks toward him. He looks up and his eyes widen in surprise. "Emma," he says, smiling. His voice is exactly the same, deep and gentle. Emma tries to smile, but her hands are shaking. She sits down across from him. They talk for a few minutes, small talk about life, work, and old memories. But Emma can't hold it anymore. She reaches into her purse, takes out the old letter, and places it on the table. Liam looks at it, confused, then picks it up. As he reads the words, the smile fades from his face, and his eyes soften. When he finishes, he looks at her, his voice quiet but full of emotion. "Emma, I wish you had sent this, because I felt the same way." Emma's eyes fill with tears. In that moment, the years between them disappear. Emma's heart feels like it might burst. She stares at Liam, hardly believing his words. You felt the same?" she whispers. Liam nods, his eyes shining. "Yes. I cared about you more than anyone, Emma. I was just too scared to say it." Emma laughs softly through her tears. "So was I." They both sit in silence for a moment, smiling like two people who finally found something they had lost long ago. Then Liam reaches across the table and gently takes her hand. His touch is warm, and Emma feels safe, just like she always imagined. The cafe lights glow softly around them as they talk for hours, sharing stories of the years they missed. It feels like time never passed. When they finally step outside, the night air is cool, and the city lights sparkle like stars. Liam looks at Emma and says, "Let's not waste any more time." Emma smiles, her heart full of happiness. The letter that was never sent has brought them together at last. They walk down the quiet street, hand in hand, ready to write a new story, one without regrets.